Hey boys, it's HarmNone. We got a bunch of new information on the Criminal Enterprises DLC. 5 days this thing is going to come out. We got a trailer today, so of course you know we're going to be looking at it, seeing what we can spot that's new, and I'm going to give you guys any information that we have so far on this new DLC. So anyway, let's get into it. We're going to start off with the video right now. So the first thing that I noticed with this video, you can see this helicopter. Now, I do believe that helicopter is new. I thought that it was the helicopter from the yacht, but it was not, I don't believe. I think it is a completely new helicopter, so that is pretty cool. I don't know how fast it's going to be or anything like that, but it looks pretty neat, I think. So, I don't know. There's not much you can tell from this screenshot, in all honesty. I'm not going to milk this and be like, oh my god, it's definitely the fastest new. Anyway, we're going to keep going. So, new helicopter, potentially, it looks like. I think in this screenshot right here, we have two new cars. Now, I thought that was the Sentinel Classic, but I'm pretty sure that's actually a different variant of the Sentinel Classic. I don't know which one it is, but I think it's definitely a new one. I could be wrong. It could actually be the Sentinel Classic. This lowrider that's right here in the front of the screen as well, I think that is a new car as well. Again, I'm not 100% sure. I'm not really that familiar with the lowriders in all honesty, guys, but I do believe that is also a new car. Now, we have this whole scene of the nightclub and everything here, and then it cuts to this scene right here where it's going past what looks like a dealership window, and I do believe this is in like that hotel right in the middle of the city, right beside the square. And within it, obviously, we have this new Obey car right here that you guys can see. Pretty insane looking. I do have to say that I like that. Now, the other car that's in that dealership like window, I think it might be the new Pegasi vehicle. If not, it kind of looks like the Xeno actually. So I'm not 100% sure if that's going to be a new vehicle or not, but got two there. Then in the next shot, we have this new truck, it looks like, pulling up to outside of this nightclub. So this is what the whole DLC is going to be about, is this new sort of heist. I think it's going to be really, really interesting. Then in the next scene, you can see a brand new Obey 9F. So it's based off of a modern Audi R8. Then you can see the Lamborghini like Countach vehicle that's going to be the new Pegasi. And in front of that, it's really, really hard to tell what the vehicle actually is. I'm pretty sure we are definitely getting a new edition of the Audi R8. Now in this next screenshot, there is this bike with miniguns on it, which is absolutely crazy. I've been wanting a bike with like miniguns on it for a long time, and I think it's going to be really, really cool. I actually think that might have been the death bike even in that screenshot. This is definitely a new weapon. This is a bolt action rifle of some sort. I'm really interested if we're going to be able to put a scope on it or not. I think that would be obviously pretty sick if we could do that, because I'm sure this thing is going to do a lot of damage. It might even one shot, so that would be really cool. But in this next little segment of the trailer, we do have another new vehicle. It looks like a one of those dune buggies, but it looks lowered. I think it's a Volkswagen Beetle, if I'm not mistaken. At least that's what it looks like. Sort of a rat rod type of vehicle. Looks pretty cool. Should be interesting to customize, I'm sure. And this is, of course, a new bike, I believe. I thought it was the death bike, but I do think that this is actually brand new. Let me know in the comments down below if I'm wrong, but it does look pretty new. So that is pretty sick. Now, in this next screenshot, they are on Cayo Perico, which is interesting. So it looks like we're going back to Cayo Perico for another reason. I don't know what this is going to involve. Maybe it's just racing. Maybe we're going back there for some part of this new sort of like heist where we play as an IAA detective or whatever. So that's pretty cool. In this screenshot, we have a new generation Camaro. Finally, boys, finally. We've been waiting like so long to get a Camaro in GTA Online, and now we finally have one. Now the Camaro is getting chased by this FIB Buffalo. Now I'm wondering if the FIB Buffalo is actually going to be purchasable to us. I don't know why, I kind of just have a weird feeling about that. Fingers crossed. I mean, that'd be really sick. Then in this next little part of the video, we have this mask that like lights up. It's kind of weird. This looks to be a new Juggernaut suit, and I think it's the same mask that the dude was wearing in the last screenshot. So that's pretty cool, and that is of course where the trailer ends. So there's a lot to go over in that trailer. Not as much as some other DLCs, I feel like, unless I missed a bunch of stuff, which is possible. Let me know if I missed anything in the comments down below. This is pretty cool. I am definitely looking forward to this next update. Now if we head over to the Newswire on rockstargames.com, we do have some more information on the update. So I'm going to go ahead and just read all of this for you guys right now. The southern San Andreas economy is in crisis. Gas prices have spiked to their highest levels in decades. Retail supply chains are in turmoil, and on top of it, a ferocious heat wave is gripping the state. Sounds like real life. The Criminal Enterprises also delivers highly requested experience improvements while giving players more choice in how they climb their way up the criminal ranks. Players will enjoy increased payouts across a range of gameplay, enjoy experience improvements and more, with new modes, vehicles, collectibles, and special events dropping all summer long, including new showroom floors where players can test drive or simply purchase a range of new vehicles on the spot. A lot of people were asking me and were saying like, man, it'd be so cool if we could actually go to the dealership and like test drive the cars and stuff. Well, it looks like Rockstar has actually answered that. So that is actually really sick. I'm really looking forward to that. Now we have another little headliner here. Expand your businesses. Following the launch of GTA 5 on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S, and the standalone version of GTA Online earlier this year, the Criminal Enterprises addition to GTA Online grows and evolves the world across all platforms. Whether you've entered GTA Online via the Career Builder on the latest generation consoles, or you're a seasoned kingpin, the Criminal Enterprises offers an assortment of exciting new updates for intrepid entrepreneurs of all kinds, no matter which criminal career path you've chosen. All business activities, including sell missions, will now be available to play in private, invite-only, crew, and friend-only sessions as part of the Criminal Enterprises. So that is really dope. We already kind of knew that that was coming, but that's really sick. So it talks a little bit about executives here. Those who own an executive office will notice new staff manager Loop, ready and able to help source additional special cargo for your empty shelves. A new side gig will also open up for executives, where a shipment of special cargo will arrive daily outside of your warehouse, packed and ready for delivery to the docks. 2 new sources of special cargo will also be added to the mix of source missions, increasing the variety of missions available to white-collar criminals. You're going to get a little bit of passive special cargo generation, which is going to be really awesome. I know there's a lot of people like me who are going to really like that because it's going to make us money without having to really do too much. So that's awesome. And also you can do even more. There's another guy that can help you source special cargo, so you can do it maybe twice as fast. I don't know, something like that. So that's honestly really sick. Next up for the bikers here. Clubhouses with the custom bike shop are getting an on-the-house upgrade where MC presidents will be able to modify clients' bikes to specifications and deliver them to customers for GTA money and RP. Bikers will also be able to bolster their street cred and bottom lines by completing 2 new clubhouse contracts posted on the meeting room wall at the clubhouse. And you might notice new patrons haunting the bar clubhouse. A bar resupply mission will keep the kegs tapped and the clientele while earning a little extra income for your MCs. So it sounds like the MC clubhouse is going to operate slightly like the nightclub, which is really, really cool. So we're going to have a little bit of a passive income thing through the MC clubhouse, which honestly I feel like that is quite an improvement because the MC clubhouse has always been mostly useless. So this is going to be a nice little touch. So I'm looking forward to that for sure. Next up for gunrunners, we have a new weapon right here, if you guys didn't notice. It looks like an M4, which is really sick. That'll be cool to have in online. Now for gunrunners, it says Ammunition has heard that you're all about supplying quality goods at a fair price and they want in. Make a daily delivery to a designated ammunition store for an additional source of revenue. When stalking your bunker, you'll come across 2 new resupply missions, so be sure to rob these new targets for all they're worth. And players will also be able to call Agent 14 from the road to increase their research progress by sourcing data from a well-armed mark. Now, I'm not really sure what that means. Sounds like you can do another sale mission from the bunker, so you can earn some extra money, which is really tight. You can also get your research done a little bit faster. There's the new resupply missions, which, let's be honest, I don't think anyone's going to do, but they are there. Now finally for the nightclub owners can now contact Johan to take on missions to source goods for their nightclub warehouse, or call Tony to launch club management missions. 2 new club management missions have been added to the roster, giving you new ways to complete your above board operations. Meanwhile, inside your club, you'll be able to maintain the vibes by ejecting troublemakers and chaperoning passed out VIPs to safe locations off site. So another thing we can do with the nightclub. Now the next thing we have is go undercover in Operation Paper Trail. The profits from soaring gas prices all seem to be flowing in one way, and into the pockets of the most notorious oil-rich dynasty in the Los Santos area. The IAA smells a criminal conspiracy. Agent ULP will be in touch with the new Operation Paper Trail, commissioning 1 to 4 players as sworn-in agents to investigate the local petrochemical magnates, the Duggins, to see if their invisible hand behind the spiraling oil prices. Pretty tight. Now we have another new car here. Get behind the wheel with new vehicles. There will be plenty of new ways to cut a route between points A and B in the criminal enterprises, with new vehicles arriving throughout the summer and beyond. 2 new Imani Tech eligible vehicles will be available to take advantage of special upgrades from Franklin Clinton and Partners Expert Hacker, including remote control and missile lock-on jammer, and more. So maybe there's going to be some new stuff that Imani Tech unlocks, so that would be really, really sweet actually. This car looks pretty cool. Not 100% sure what it's based off. It looks like an older muscle car. Can't say for sure, but pretty cool. Now, in this one, there will also be new tuners vehicles, and Benny's Original Motorworks is expanding its capabilities to work on additional vehicles. Meanwhile, How is keen to get working on an existing classic, with a brand new ride coming later this summer for those on the latest generation consoles, plus an assortment of new and deeper customization options on several OG vehicles, some of which you may already own, that will give them a new look and a new lease on life. So, old vehicles are also getting more customization. This is crazy, guys. This is actually so sick. Rockstar is really doing a good job. I have to say, I am very impressed. Now, for this next part here, increased payouts and other improvements. In addition to all of the above, be on the lookout for a comprehensive list of new gameplay and experience improvements coming to GTA Online, including a reduction in the effectiveness of the Mark II's homing missiles and countermeasures, an easier way to replenish health during firefights, and more convenient access to snacks and armor, and much, much more. The criminal enterprises will also introduce several changes to the economy, including permanent boosts to race and adversary mode payouts, increased payouts for the original heists and the Doomsday heist, bigger payouts for bodyguards, associates, and MC members, and more. People who are helping you out to do your sale missions and stuff like that are actually going to get some money, which is really tight, so really looking forward to that. Look for more details on the new gameplay and balancing changes at the Rockstar Newswire when the Criminal Enterprises launches on July 26th across the PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, and of course, PC. So boys, that is it for the update. That is pretty crazy. That's what we know so far. It's not it for the update by any means. I'm sure we're going to get a lot more things with this new update. So boys, I'm just so hyped. I think this is going to be a great update. Truly, maybe one of the best updates to ever come to Grand Theft Auto Online. I mean, they're adding more content for old vehicles. They're adding new vehicles. They're changing a bunch of stuff, increasing money payouts, nerfing the Mark II. This is like the update of our dreams, boys, to be honest. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, dislike if you didn't. Subscribe if you guys are new. I'm going to be covering everything to do with the DLC as soon as it drops on July 26th. So anyway, guys, I will see you all in the next video. Until then, take care. Peace.